Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel APM Guide. As a part of our APM concept series, in this video we are going to discuss about the how to use APM's get system bar method to detect status and navigation bar. Please note that get system bars method is a APM building method and it is very useful method. Okay, and why I saying this is very useful method. So watch this video till the end so you can understand the importance of this method. Okay, so first of all we are learn what is Android system bus. Okay, in Android, so I open this web page here. See, the Android system bar basically contains the status bar and navigation bar. So all these together is called as a system bars. Okay. So first one is what is the status bar? See, in our real-time device, an Android device, any Android device with emulator real-time device, we have status bar which provides the notification icons and system icons. If you see this emulator, okay, we have the Wi-Fi status, mobile data status, and battery status and time. Okay, and notifications we have. So this is known as a status bar. So which provides the information about the system. Okay, so it contains the notification icons and system icons. Okay, this is known as status bar. And what is the navigation bar? See, if you see the emulator, we have the three button here. So three button navigation. This is the home button. Okay, there are three buttons we have. This is back button. Okay, so this area at the bottom, so you see the status bar will display on top of the Android device and the navigation bar will display at the bottom of the Android device. It may be emulator or it may be a real-time device or cloud device, any Android device. Okay, so here you can see the navigation bar. So we have the back button, home button, overview controls, okay, which we call as a navigation bar. Okay, so extract the information of this navigation bar and the status bar. We use the method called get system bars. So got it? You understand that what exactly this system bars method used to extract, to detect, to extract the status and navigation bar properties. So I'll tell you what exactly properties we get, what exactly values we get it. Okay. So now you got the what exactly the Android system bus, right? The second one is what is the use of get system bus method? Okay, we understand this one. So already I written an article on this one in the medium. This is go through it here. So what is the use of this get system bus method? See, get system bus method is a APM building method used to fetch the properties of Android system UI component, that is the status bar which is on the top of the Android device, and navigation bar which is the bottom of the Android device. Okay, so get the properties, of the Android system UI component, that is the status bar and the navigation bar. Okay, this is the use of the get system bars. Okay, and what are the and what exactly this method determines whether the bars are visible or not. These two bars are visible or not, and their height in pixels. Okay, these two are very important properties or values we fetch from this method. So we have other values also, but these two values, visible and height, are the important values which fetch from this get system bars method. Okay, no, so we got the what is the importance of this get system bars method. Okay, the next one is the importance and use cases. What is the importance of this systems bars method? Okay, so one of the important is this to get the usable area. Okay, what is usable area in a Android device? I know any mobile device. Okay, see, so we see the first of all, we see the use cases here. So go back to our article here. So use cases. See, we see the use cases we can use for visual testing. Okay, that is the validating whether the UI elements are abstracted or aligned properly near the bar. So why? So visual testing. So I want to see when I open any app, say I want to open this WDI demo app. I want to make sure that my UI element should not abstract or should not make sure that it aligned properly near the bar. See, is properly aligned. So that is the visual testing perspective. And one more is the scroll and swipe area. See, when I want to perform the gestures, right? I want to know from where exactly I need to perform the scroll or swipe or zoom in, zoom out. Okay, that information I can calculate by using these two. To calculate that one, I had to use the values from these system bars. Okay, so then only I can able to calculate the usable area. So in this mobile screen, you see from this top, from this till this one is the usable area. So this area I cannot use it to perform any gesture. Okay. So from this point, you can see the highlighting from this point to this point is my usable area. Okay. To calculate my usable area means wherever I can perform the gestures or I can take a screenshot of my application only. That is my usable area to calculate that one. Okay. And picture perfect screenshot. That's I told, right? I want to screenshot. If I take a screenshot, if I take complete screenshot, it will display the status bar and navigation bar. But I don't want screenshot of these two bars. I want only from application. So then also I need the values of these system bars. Okay, in that case also you can do it here. Okay, and the whether to know that the last one is the whether to know that the system bars are displayed or not. Okay, so when I launch this app, okay, I, so that my app will adjust with this system bars or not properly or not. So that thing also I can get it here. So these are the importance and use cases of this get bar get system bars method. Okay, the next one is the limitation. See, limitation is okay. Next one is the enable the navigation bar in the Android emulator. Okay, see here in my emulator already the navigation bar is enabled here. Okay, in some cases, okay, in emulator or real-time device, nowadays what happened nowadays, the new Android, the latest Android versions having the gesture-free navigation means if you observe the latest mobiles, Android mobiles, we do not have these navigation bars. Directly can swipe like this left side, right side, bottom, all these things. Okay, this type of this old mobiles we should have this navigation bar. Okay, so nowadays all the mobiles are coming with the gesture free gesture without this navigation bar. That is known as a gesture free navigation. Still you want to see this navigation bar in your Android device. So I will show how exactly you can enable this one. Okay, so go to settings. Okay, so I given the how to go settings, system. Just a minute. Systems, and we have called gestures. Click on gestures. We have the system navigation. Click on that one. See here it says gesture navigation means this particular navigation will not display. So two button navigation, three button navigation we have. So that I have enabled the three button navigation. Then only I got this navigation bar. If you select the first option, this navigation bar will go away. Okay, so you got it right. How to enable this navigation bar in the Android device? Okay, this is the step here. Okay, so we'll go back to the to close these settings. Okay, so we got to know how to enable the navigation bar in Android device. It is emulator or real-time device or cloud device, anything here. So what is limitations? The basic limitation is we can able to use this method only for Android. Okay, and returns the value in the physical pixels. Okay, these are the only limitations we have. Other limitations also we have. So it might return the inaccurate results. Okay, devices with gesture-based navigation, no navigation bar. I told right now latest mobiles are coming without any navigation box. Okay, so these are the basic limitations here. You need to consider when you are writing a code and when testing this get system bars. Okay, so we got to know what is the Android system bus, what is the use of get system bus method and importance and use cases, and how to enable the navigation bar in an Android emulator and limitations. So all these 5 points we did discuss here. Now we write the code for that one. Okay, so we open the Android. We open the emulator here. So under the Appium concept, I create a class and name this class as get system bars demo. So I name the class as get system bars demo. Click on finish. So we'll copy the setup method and teardown method code from the sample class here. So save the time here. So copy paste here and do the necessary changes. Remove the unwanted lines of code here. Just update the class name. So always I do this one because to save the time. I not want to waste the time creating this before test annotation code and after test annotation code here. Okay. So I copy from the sample class. So under the before test annotation, I have created a method called setup where I have defined okay the capabilities. I have used the UI automator two options and I define the capabilities. The first is the set platform name, Android name, and the device name here. Device name is the Pixel 6 here. Okay, 6. Okay, and same under the after test annotation, I created the method called tear down. Here I am creating the driver. Okay, that is the all about the setup and tear down method. Now we write the code here. First, we say to get the system, say Android say Android system bar information. Okay, so first of all, I need to get the system bar information here. Okay, so I had to use the method called CID driver. So we had to use the method called get system bars. See, get system bars. Okay, so this will provide the Android system bar information. Okay, so I said driver dot get system bars. See the returns. What it returns? It returns the nested map. See, if I mouse over it here, she says the return is map nested map. See, nested map string, and we have the one more map here, which is a string and object. Okay, let's copy this one and paste it here. Okay, so return type is the nested map. So here we need to create a variable and name the variable as system bars. So create a variable, name this variable as system bars. Okay, simple. Okay, so what exactly is nested maps? I already created that one, or information, small information. The nested map. See, what is the nested map? See, we have the, you are using this type of map, string, this is the key, and the value we are using once again the map, string, and object. This is outer map. This is outer map. Keys are string, and values of each thing in the outer map is the other map with the key, string, and values and object. Okay, this is the meaning of this particular line. Okay, this is nested map. So this is string, and the value of this key is once again a map with the key as string and object as a value. Okay, now we'll go back to the Eclipse. Okay, we created a variable. Okay, system bars. So here I will print it. I want to print this information also. So I will show what exactly print here. Okay, system bar. Okay, here also I want print in the console to get the handle system bar information. You know, right, what is the Android system bar information? That is the navigation, navigation bar and status bar, status bar. Okay, this is the information I'm fetching by using this line of code. Okay, and I'm storing this information in the variable called system bars. Okay, so I'm just printing this bar information also. Okay, yes, I say navigation and system bar. Yeah, so I want to print it. This one. Okay, so that I'm printing in the information here console. Okay, now I want to extract the. I don't want all the values here. I want the basic two values here. So what is the values here? So if you see my article here, the basic two important values are visible and height. Okay, if what is the value of visible means I want to make sure that the status bar is visible or not. Okay, and the height of the status bar, which is in a pixel. So there is a base two values I want. Remaining values I not want it. Okay. So other one is the navigation also. I want whether it is visible or not, true or false. Means it return the boolean value true or false. If it is visible, it's a true. If it not visible, it's a false. And I want the height of the navigation bar. As I told, right? To get if we get this height of this navigation bar or status bar, we can calculate the usable area. Okay. So apart from these values, it returns some other values x, comma y. Okay, and width also it displays. So to display the x, comma y, x value, comma y value, width and height. But useful information is the visible and height. Okay. So here I want to print that separately. If I want to print directly to this status bar, you print all the information. Okay, when I run this code, you can see in the console. Okay, now next step is okay. I want to extract only the information like this. I want information for status bar and navigation bar, that is a visible and height. Okay, I want to print that one separately here. So we write the code for that one. Okay, here I have to use system bars dot get. Say get the object I need to provide. So for this one, I had to provide the status bar. Status bar. Okay, the status bar. You can see this value here. The status bar. See, this is a key here. Status bar. Okay, so I had to provide the status bar. Okay, and the return type. The return type is map. Okay, so it is a map here. Let's copy this one. I'll type it here also. Okay, I want type. Can I say? I create a variable. A variable status bar. Status bar. Okay. And the return type you write map. So say map. The first is string. The string comma object. Okay. So here I need to cache this one. Okay. I need to cache at a map here. Okay. Say cache this one map. Map. And here string comma object. Okay. So this is for status bar. See, if I use directly system bar, this variable, I can print all the information on the status bar, navigation bar. But I don't want, I want separately for status bar and for navigation bar here. So that's why I use a key, okay, called status bar. The same one I want to use for navigation bar. Just use this one. Okay, say navigation bar. This I want to update the variable name navigate bar. Here also I had used navigation bar. Navigation. This is a key here, navigation bar. Okay, to get the values of navigation bar. The first one is status bar and navigation bar. So we have stored the information in this variable status bar and nav bar here. Now I want to print the visibility and the height. So sys out, sys out. So I'll print status bar visible. Status bar visible or not. So true or false. Okay. So here I had to use this status bar variable. Okay. Dot get. And I need to provide the key. What is the key here? Key is visible. If you see this one, the key is visible. Okay. So go back here and say visible. Provide the true or false. Just a minute. Yeah, visible. Okay, this is the key. And so I told we are the important values to extract is the visibility or not, that is true or false, and the height. Okay. So the next one is the this out and say status bar height. Height. Okay. Status bar height. Okay, which is in pixels. So there's variable status bar dot get and the it is the height. Height. This is the key here. Okay, key. Okay, so we have width also. You can provide the width also. See, width it will be same. It will be same for navigation bar and the status bar. Okay, that is not important. Okay, so only the important thing is the visibility on and the height. Okay, so we are using this key. If you want visible width also, you can provide the width here, x axis and y axis values also you can provide here. Anyhow, I'm printing this complete system bar here. You can see that one also. Okay, so here I'm printing the values of visibility and height of this status bar. The same thing I need to provide for the navigation bar. Okay, so here say to print visibility, say this visibility of status bar, visibility and height of status bar. Okay, I want to print the console. So the same it is for the navigation bar here. Okay, navigation bar, navigation bar. Just this rename from status bar to navigation bar here also. And here I had to use the variable nav bar. Okay, yeah. So our code is ready. Okay, the first step what I am doing here, I am using the getSystemBars method to extract the Android system bar information, that is a navigation bar and status bar. So the first is first we take like this. Okay, status bar and navigation bar. Okay, here also same. So we extract the complete information of the Android system bar, that is a status bar and navigation bar. Okay, I'm printing this. I'm printing this map completely. This map I'm completing, which is the nested map here. This string comma object here. Okay, if you print this one, the information will be displayed like this. Okay, and what I'm doing, I'm creating a variable that is status bar because I want to get the information of the status bar, visibility, and the height separately here. Okay, because some cases I want to use only the status bar information because at that time our navigation bar is auto hided. Okay, means we are using the gesture fee navigation here. Okay, so other time I not want the navigation bar information, I want only status bar information. So as I told, this it provides information that is x-axis, y-axis, width, height, and visibility. All five these values we can extract here. But the useful values is the visible and the height. Okay, that's why I only use the key called visible and height. Okay, now code is ready. Okay, now we run the code here. Okay, so before that one, I need to start the Appium server. So I close this one and I open the command prompt and Appium. Okay, the Appium server is started without any plugin. No plugin is required for when you are using this method, that is the get status bars. Okay, my Appium server is running. Now right click and run as test any test. Just I'm extracting the Android system bar information here. Okay. See, if you see here, okay. So if you read the console here, the information. See, to first is that to get the Android system bar information, status bar, navigation bar. See here, I'm printing the directly map here. So if you see this console, it says navigation bar visible is true, x is 0, y is 2274. Okay, x-axis and y-axis value. Width is 1084, height is 126, and status bar is the visible is true, x-axis and y-axis value, width 1080, and the height. See, you observe that width is same. Okay, that is not important for us. Height is important for us. Visible true. Okay, so that I'm printing the map here. See, here I'm extracting separately here this line of code. This line of code. So this line of code, I'm printing the key value that is the visible and the height. So it says status bar visible, yes, true. Status bar height 128, And the navigation bar visible or not? True. Yes, it is visible. Navigation bar height 126. Okay. See how we can able to use these values. Why we want these values? See, when you are working with the gestures, right? I want to know what is my usable area. Means in what area I can able to use the gestures here. See, if you see this emulator, if I want to perform the scroll here, okay, this is not part of my app area. This is the system area. So I want to know, okay, what is my usable area? So then this information is visible. If it is visible, it's true. If it's not visible, it is false. Okay, so suppose see here I have this navigation area bar, right? What I will do, I will remove this navigation area bar. Okay, so you know right how to remove? Go to settings. See, it is true here. Now it has to be false here. Okay, system and gestures, system navigation, and I want the gesture navigation, not three button navigation here. Okay, just select that option and go back. Okay, see, observe, now there is no navigation bar. So once again I run it. In previous one it was true, right? Now it is false. Okay, once again I run it. This one and this one. So now status bar is visible, navigation bar is not visible because that we are going for the gesture P navigation here. See, it says just a minute is true. Okay, see, I want to reboot the system. Okay, if I reboot, I want to restart the system. Okay, then it will be false here. Okay, so I don't want to reboot now because it consumes time. If you reboot it, so you do it here. If you reboot it, it becomes false here. Okay, because I had to reboot here. So that's why this displaying is true. Okay, but it should be false. Okay, once I reboot, I restart the system, then automatically my Android will adjust here. That is the only thing. Okay. If I want to restart the system, it takes time. Okay. I don't want the video to be lengthier here. So our information is that it is visible or not. Yes, visible. Okay. If this navigation bar is not there, it says false here. Okay. Now we will see what is the information is provided here. Okay. The height. It says 126 the height, and this is 128 means the height of this one. Okay. So when you calculate the usable area, we have to use this system. Okay. Go back here and settings. So once again, I will enable this. Say which option? Yeah, system, gesture, system navigation. I am enabling it once again because I want to show something here. So how you can able to use this height, okay, to calculate usable area. Okay, I not go in depth. Okay, I create separate video to how to calculate the usable area and how to use our gesture and for visual testing to take a screenshot here. Just I give brief information here. So here once again I go to system. I had to enable the x and y coordinates here. So go to system because I want x and y coordinates information. Okay, so it says where is the developer options? I want the developer options. Okay, here I have to click on. I want developer options. Okay, I will enable the developer option once again. Yeah, I enable the developer options here because I want to show the x and y coordinates to you. Because in our console, right, it is printed this height. Okay, you see the 126. What exactly mean by? Okay, so go back to our emulator, and here I have to enable the two options here to get the x and y coordinates. It will display top. See, yeah, show tabs and pointer location. If you look at pointer, you see it enabled here. If you close it here, okay, I get the x and y coordinates here. So SOTAP pointer location enabled in the C. See, this is the height. This is the height. If we keep the point here, it says, see, if we observe this y axis, see, 1 point, it says 128. This is the height. In from here, right, how the x and y coordinates, how the resolution of the mobile is calculated from this top left corner. This is a 0, comma 0. Okay, from here we get this width, that is x axis. This is the y axis. Okay, this is how we could calculate the x and y coordinate using the gestures. Okay, the height. So here it says the height is 128. So this is the point it's talking about. See, I just placed here. It says 128. See, here exactly here. 128 will come. Yeah, this is the height. Okay, height of the status bar. The same thing. See, if you go here, it says 2258. So 2258. What is 2258? We had to minus it. See, the overall is the 2424. The resolution is okay 1080 width and height is the 2424. This is the resolution. So I had to minus this value to get the navigation bar. Okay, this is 128, right? So if you go here, okay, this is the height till here. So I had to calculate the this height, this value. Okay, if you see here, okay, this value. Okay, x. This is the y. He said 2264 minus I have to do 2424 at one. Okay, exact value you get it and the height I'll get it. So this is the height of this navigation bar. This is a 128. Okay, this is the height of the status bar. This is a 126 here. See, this is 128 and this is 26. So this is the how we can able to use this get system bar method, which is a inbuilt method in the Appium to get the and a system bar information, that is the status bar and navigation bar information here. Okay, if you like this video, please click on like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll push this code into GitHub and I go separately, I make a video how exactly we calculate the usable area, what I told, right? I had told a lot of times in this video what is the usable area. So I create a separate video how to calculate the usable area by this information, and we can use that usable area also. Okay, so if you like this video, please click on like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.